વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો, આજે ફરીથી આપણે બાયોસેગની સંધાન શ્રેણીમાં આંકડાશાસ્ત્રના વિજ્ઞાન વિષયમાં આપનું સ્વાગત છે. ગયા વ્યાખ્યાનમાં આપણે બાયનોમિયલ અને પોઇસન ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુશન વિશે આપણે અભ્યાસ કરી ગયા. તો બાયનોમિયલ ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુશન ક્યારે વપરાય કે જ્યારે કોઈ પણ એક્સપેરિમેન્ટના બે જ આઉટકમ હોય તે વખતે આપણે બાયનોમિયલ ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુશનનો ઉપયોગ કરીએ છીએ. પણ એ વખતે આપણે એ જોઈએ છીએ કે દરેક આઉટકમ્સ છે એ ઇન્ડિપેન્ડન્ટ હોવા જોઈએ અને પ્રોબેબિલિટી ઓફ સક્સેસ એટલે કે બે આઉટકમ છે તો એ અને બી ધારો કે આઉટકમ છે તો સક્સેસ અને ફેલ્યોર તો એકની પ્રોબેબિલિટી હોય તો બીજાની આપણે મેળવી શકીએ. જે પ્રમાણે આપણે એના ઉપરથી પોઇસન ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુશન આપણે મેળવીએ છીએ. તો પોઇસન ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુશન કેવી રીતે મળે કે વેન ધેર આર એન ટેન્સ ટુ ઇન્ફિનિટી એટલે કે ઇન્ફાઇનાઇટ નંબર ઓફ ટ્રાયલ્સ હોય અને ચાન્સ ઓફ સક્સેસ ઇઝ વેરી લેસ, then we get the Poisson distribution as a limiting case of binomial distribution. But today what we are going to study is something different. That means what we have studied is binomial distribution. Now what is negative binomial distribution, what is geometric distribution, or how can we get negative binomial distribution, or what is the relationship between geometric and negative binomial distribution. So this negative binomial distribution, let us have an idea from Dr. U.B. Goti, who is from St. Xavier's College, Ahmedabad.
Hello, મિત્રો. સૌથી પહેલા લાસ્ટ ટાઈમ આપણે we discuss about binomial distribution. We have n trials, of course Bernoulli trials. Bernoulli trials means trials having only two outcomes and they are independent also. Probability of success remain constant throughout all the trials, and we used to find probability of exactly x successes. So n, the number of trials was fixed and number of successes x was variable. Here in negative binomial distribution, today we are going to take first of all negative binomial distribution. Negative binomial distribution. Here we go on repeating the trials until we get exactly r successes. So the number of trials required to get r successes, that is not fixed. So number of trials is a variable and r, the probability of r, total number of successes, that is fixed. So the case is reverse as compared to binomial distribution. In binomial distribution, n was fixed, total number of trials n was fixed, and number of successes which we obtained, that is running from 0 to n, that was a variable. Here number of successes is fixed and total number of trials required to get r successes is a variable. So that is the main difference. So now we just go to negative binomial distribution. So let consider a sequence of independent Bernoulli trials. An indefinite sequence of independent Bernoulli trials. Bernoulli trials means trials having only two outcomes. We call them success and failure. Two outcomes are known as success and failure. We assume that the probability of success remains constant and consequently probability of failure also remains constant throughout all the trials. And since last time we discussed also, since probabilities remains same throughout all the trials, they are independent because the probability of happening of some particular trial or some particular event which is known as success does not depend upon the previous outcomes of the previous trial, and therefore they are independent. So Bernoulli trials are always independent. Now we consider a sequence of independent Bernoulli trials and we wish to find probability of exactly r successes. So let Z be the total number of trials. I just defined Z, new variable Z, Z is a trial number at which the R success is obtained. We want probability of exactly R successes. So Z is a trial number at which R success is obtained. That means total number of trials are Z, and in that Z trials, last trial is the success. So naturally, Z must be greater than or equal to R. Z means total number of trials required to R successes, R number of successes. Therefore, Z should be equal to some constant, some variable x plus R, where x greater than or equal to 0, of course it is discrete, variate, and it takes all non-negative values. Now see, Z is total number of independent Bernoulli trials, R number of successes. Since Bernoulli trials have only two outcomes, success and failure, so naturally x will be the total number of failures. So Jx is the x greater than or equal to 0 will indicate the total number of failures preceding the R success. Now we require probability of exactly R successes. So probability of R successes, that is nothing but probability of, consequently, because Z x plus R is total number of trials, x is a variable, small x is the value of the variable x, value taken by the variable x, which denotes the number of failures. Now probability that there are x failures in x plus R trials, that is probability. Remember that actually this is conditional probability, not this type of simple probability. Condition is that last trial is a success. So probability of x failures in x plus R trials, given that last trial is success, so into probability that last trial is success. So now x failures, so last trial is success means x failures should occur in first x plus R minus 1 trials, and last trial is a success. So out of this x plus R minus 1 trials, x failures can occur in any of these x plus R minus 1 trials. So that is according to binomial rule, that is x plus R minus 1 Cx. Failures, how many failures? X failures. So failure means q raised to x, and remaining R minus 1 successes, so p raised to R minus 1. So this is the probability of getting x failures, and consequently R minus 1 successes in x plus R minus 1 trials. Last trial is definitely success, and into probability of last trial is success, and that probability is p. We know that p is the probability of success at each trial, q is the probability of failure. So ultimately product is x plus R minus 1 Cx, p raised to R, q raised to x. Of course x running from 0, 1, 2 and so on. So now this is considered as probability function of negative binomial distribution. We can represent this in another form also. Just we simplify.
સાહેબ ગોટી સાહેબ એક બે મિનિટ આપણે ચર્ચા કરી લઈએ થોડી, કે આ જે નેગેટિવ બાઇનોમિયલ ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુશન છે, હું એવું સમજુ છું કે આને આપણે કઈ રીતે દર્શાવી શકીએ. રિયલ લાઈફ એક્ઝામ્પલ આપણે લઈએ કે દાખલા તરીકે હું કોઈ પણ ફળ ખરીદવા જાઉં છું, કેરી ખરીદવા, તો કેરીના ટોપલામાંથી મારે એક કેરી સારી મળે ત્યાં સુધી હું એમાંથી કેરી વીણીશ, અને એટલે એ જ્યાં સુધી મને સારી કેરી મળશે ત્યારે હું મારો એક્સપેરિમેન્ટ એક સ્ટોપ થઈ જશે. પછી ધારો કે
એક જ સારી કેરી જોઈએ, સારી કેરી આપણે સક્સેસ ગણીએ તો એ કેસ જ્યોમેટ્રિક ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુશન
જ્યોમેટ્રિક થઈ ગયો.
એના પછી
પણ એના પછી તો ધારો કે મારે આર કેરીઓ સારી જોઈએ છે, અથવા તો આપણા અહીંયા એક્ઝામ્પલ જે લીધો તો એક્સ કેરી સારી જોઈએ છે, એક્સ ફેલ્યોર ઇન એક્સ પ્લસ આર ટ્રાયલ્સ, બરાબર, એટલે આર કેરીઓ સારી જોઈએ છે. તો એ આર સારી કેરી મળે ત્યાં સુધી આપણે એક્સપેરિમેન્ટ રિપીટ કરીશું. બરોબર છે સાહેબ? એટલે
બરાબર
હા,
છે.
હા.
તો એ રીતે આપણે પ્રેક્ટિકલ ઇલસ્ટ્રેશન આપણે બાદમાં વિચારીશું. હલ થિયોરિટિકલી શું થાય એ સમજી લઈએ. તો this is the probability function of negative binomial distribution in which we get probability of exactly r successes, that is x failures, out of this x plus r trials, last trial being a success. Now I want to represent this form in other format. Say if I simplify this x plus r minus 1 c x, that is x plus r minus 1 c x plus r minus 2 up to r plus 1 into r divided by x factorial. See, remember that these are x terms. This is a product of x terms. Now from each term I take minus 1 common. So total minus 1 raised to x will be common. So it becomes minus r minus x minus r plus 1 minus x minus r plus 2 minus r minus 1 minus r divided by x factorial is equal to minus 1 raised to x. If I write from reverse in a reverse order, so minus r minus 1 up to minus r minus x plus 1 divided by x factorial. So this is equal to minus 1 raised to x, and mathematically it is nothing but minus rcx. Remember that it has not any practical significance of minus rcx type. Generally when we write ncx, that is total number of ways of selecting x items out of n different items. So we cannot have minus r items. So mathematically we just express this as minus rcx. Okay, so this way, in that case, that function probability of r success I just denoted by px, that was x plus r minus 1 cx is equal to minus 1 raised to x minus r cx, and it was p raised to r into q raised to x. So ultimately it becomes minus r cx p raised to r, and minus 1 raised to x into q raised to x means minus q raised to x, x turning from 0, 1 and so on. So this is another form of writing the probability function of negative binomial distribution. So now a random variable x, of course it is discrete, which indicates the number of failures preceding the r success. So let x be the random variable which takes all non-negative integral values, and if its probability mass function is given by this formula, say px is equal to 1 is this x plus r minus 1 cx p raised to r q raised to x, or minus r cx p raised to r minus q raised to x, x turning from 0, 1, 2 and so on, p lying between 0 and 1, q is equal to 1 minus p and 0 otherwise. Then we say that x is said to have negative binomial distribution. Here r and p are known as parameters of this distribution. Once we consider p as parameter, q is not parameter because q is completely known once we know the value of p, because q is 1 minus p. So here we consider p as parameter, we may take q also as a parameter. So r and p are the parameters of the distribution. So if x follows negative binomial distribution with parameter r and p, then symbolically we may write x follows, we generally write nb. In binomial distribution we write b only, here we write nb, negative binomial with parameters r and p. So just try to remember this form. Now this is called negative binomial distribution. For example, if you remember, in binomial distribution the probability function was ncx p raised to x q raised to n minus x, x turning from 0 to n, discrete variable. This was called binomial distribution only because of that for different values of x, for values of x 0, 1, 2 n, we have different terms of this probability, and those probabilities are nothing but different terms of the binomial expansion of q plus p raised to n, and that is why it was binomial distribution. So similarly here also, this is called negative binomial distribution because particularly this minus rcx minus q raised to x, or this one x plus r minus 1 cx q raised to x. This is x plus 1th term, x plus 1th term of the binomial expansion of 1 minus q raised to minus r, a binomial expansion with negative index. The index is negative minus r. So since this term minus rcx minus q raised to x is x plus 1th term of the binomial expansion with negative index, it is called negative binomial distribution. Remember that here also, if you find total probability x running from 0 to infinity px, then this is p raised to r, and this expansion is of 1 minus q raised to minus r.